Okay, I'm about to clean my retainer out. I keep it in this little cup, and like right when I get in the shower, I take one of these little cleansing denture tablets. I drop it in some like lukewarm water, not hot water, not super warm water, because that can change the integrity of your retainer, and it makes the water kind of like this green color. Can you see that? I drop it in there, it completely dissolves, and then I make sure that I wash my hands, and then I take my retainer, and this is like my retainer toothbrush, so I just kind of like scrub it with the water. So that's what I'm doing. But I'm about to tell the story. This is a story of how this girl peed on me in the 3rd grade. So in the 3rd grade, as I'm pretty sure I've told y'all in this vlog, I almost failed the 3rd grade because my teacher, Miss Terry, yes, I am naming names, my teacher, Miss Terry, like just did not, I don't think she was really interested in being a teacher. I think she had been a teacher for a really long time, and I think that her passion was just not for children. And so instead of her getting up and teaching us, she would be on the phone with her mom, who she called Mama or Miss something, I can't remember. So she would be on the phone with her, and she would also be on the phone with her best friend, like on and off again, like throughout the day. And so each week she would pick a child to teach us the lesson plan. Like she would give the child the lesson plan, and she would make us teach each other, and she would already have like the test pre-made. And so like if our friend, like for example Elena, I remember one week she taught us about the like the lava rocks. I told y'all that she taught us about the lava rocks. Like if Elena just skipped over that part of the lesson, like we just didn't know. Like I don't think Miss Terry taught us a single thing when I was in the 3rd grade. So obviously I wasn't doing very good, because it was 8-year-olds teaching 8-year-olds math and science and reading and literature and all that other BS. So 3rd grade was just a really rough time for your girl, okay? So anyway, during the 3rd grade, I was a Girl Scout. But I think at the time, Girl Scouts, like if you were in the 3rd grade, you were called Brownies. Like you weren't officially a Girl Scout until you reached like the 4th grade or something like that. So I was in the Brownies. My mom finally let me join because all my friends joined, and like, you know, I wanted to be social. This was back when, you know, I wanted to be social and have friends and, you know, whatever. So anyway, she let me join, and it was really cute. First of all, I was a horrible Girl Scout. I did not sell not one box of cookies. Never did not sell a single box of cookies, because like the thing about me is like I don't want to sell you anything. So I don't understand how I stumbled into this role of becoming an influencer. Like if you see me use it and I keep telling you that I like it, be influenced by that. But I can't sit here and say like, oh, this antibacterial denture tablets for retainers, buy it. You know what I'm saying? Like it has to be natural, it has to be authentic, it has to be something that I actually like, which is why I'm so picky whenever it comes to brand partnerships, because I really need to like you in order to promote your product. Like it needs to be something that's a part of my daily life, or something that I'm willing to implement into my daily life, so that it's not weird and don't seem like I'm talking to my followers, my friends, you know, my YouTube girlies. It doesn't seem like I'm not being genuine, you know what I'm saying? So that's a little tidbit on that. Anyway, horrible Girl Scout, right? But towards the end of the year, I'm pretty sure this was like springtime. So yeah, like the end of the year, the Girl Scouts had an annual camping retreat, and it was my first time ever being like eligible to go, because now I was a Brownie. So anyway, my mom was like, okay, well, like if your grades are good, then you can go. Now this was the week that Elena had taught us about the lava rocks. And so I was making sure that I read, I'm talking every single page of that science book about the lava rocks, right? And so I did really good on the test. I think I made like an 85. I think it was like a 10 question test or something like that. So how I made an 85, I don't know. I feel like part of it was like fill in the blank, and I got one of the blanks wrong. I can like see the test in my head, and I definitely feel like it was fill in the blank and I got one of the blanks wrong. Anyway, I haven't had eidetic memory. Did I ever tell you that? I don't know. If not, we'll talk about that another time. But anyway, so my mom let me go on this trip, and I was so happy. I was so excited. Like all of my best friends were on this trip. I was like, bro, this is so amazing, and this is so freeing, and this is so awesome. So I go on the trip, whatever. The way that the cabins are set up, it's going to be a camp leader, and then there's going to be 4 girls to a room, and each girl has their own bunkmate. My bunkmate, her name was Heaven, and I say bunkmate even though we had like, everybody had separate beds, so there were 4 beds in a room, like it wasn't a bunk bed. And then like our little camp counselor was in the other room. So one night, I was laying down in my sleeping bag. I remember it was a blue sleeping bag that my grandma got me when I was in the 2nd grade for Christmas. No. It was a blue sleeping bag that my grandma had gotten me for Christmas that had just passed. And so I had that on the camping trip. I was laying down. I had my Powerpuff Girls pillow. It was really cute. And mind you, in the room, it was me, Heaven, Zoe, and Olivia. Zoe was my Heaven was my like bunkmate partner, and she was a year younger than me, and she was the cutest little girl in the whole world. She was so sweet. We ended up going to school together all the way up until I think middle school, so I knew Heaven for like a really long time. I also knew Zoe for a really long time, and Olivia, because we all ended up going to the same high school together, which makes this story even more awkward. So anyway, Zoe wakes me up in the middle of the night. I think it's the middle of the night. I don't know really what time it was because I didn't have a phone or like a watch or anything because I'm 8. Anyway, Zoe wakes me up and she was like, Jayana, I need you to come to the bathroom with me. First of all, mind you, I don't like Zoe. Zoe knows that I don't like her. And I was like, no, like I'm not going to the bathroom with you because number 1, like I don't have to go to the bathroom. Number 2, I'm not your bunkmate. And number 3, I don't like you. I remember saying those exact words to this girl. And she was like, Jayana, for real, like stop playing, come with me, come with me. And I was like, no, like literally ask your bunkmate. She's right there. She's right there. Not only is she right there, but she's awake. And she was like, no, like I want you to come with me. I want you to come with me. Which is like, now that I think about it, why? Like why me? Like were you gonna beat me up outside or something? Like what's going on? So anyway, I told her, I was like, first of all, get off me. Because at this point, she's like hovering over me. She was like, please, like come with me. And I was like, no, like piss off. Like I don't want to go with you. So anyway, I think she gets down. That's what I thought. And I turn over because, you know, I'm a side sleeper. So I turn over and I face the wall. And all of a sudden, I feel that my shirt is wet, like right here on my shoulder. I hadn't had my cover like pulled all the way up. I just had it like, you know, thrown over like my torso. So my shoulder is wet. I'm like, what the fuck? Like it's hot and it's wet. And I'm like, what the, like am I bleeding or something? I look up, Tootie is in my face. This girl's peeing on me. This girl is peeing on me. I scream so loud. I jump up and I put the moves on her. Okay, like we were literally tussling. So at this point, I don't even understand. First of all, this camp counselor needs to be fired because girl, how did you not hear all this commotion the first time? Camp counselor comes up and she's like, what is going on? Y'all stop fighting, stop hitting each other. You know, camp counselor thing. And she was like, what happened? And I was like, Zoe peed on me. She peed, like at this point I'm like in utter disbelief. I was like, she peed on me. She peed on me. And the camp counselor, I don't know what her freaking deal was, but she didn't like me. She was like, Jayana, Zoe did not pee on you. Like if you had an accident, like it's okay, whatever. But like you have to be honest and you have to tell the truth right now. And I'm like, okay, Zoe peed on me. She's like, Jayana, she did not pee. I was like, my shirt is wet. Like mind you, my shirt from like right here to right here is soaking wet with Zoe's urine, right? Also, mind you, y'all, Zoe has no pants on right now. So you really sitting here looking at me with pee on my shoulder and Zoe ain't got no pants on and you telling me that I peed on my shoulder? Are you serious right now? And I was like, literally smell my shoulder. There's pee. There's no way I could have peed on my shoulder. So she smelled it and she was like, Zoe, did you pee on her? No, I didn't. She was like, Zoe, did you pee on her? She's like, it was an accident. How do you accidentally climb on top of somebody, pull your pants down and pee on them? Please. So anyway, that whole situation got solved. I don't necessarily remember. She never got in trouble. I know for a fact she never got in trouble because her mom, her freaking mom, worked at the school and so nothing happened, which was really messed up. I don't think I ever told my mom the story. I don't think I ever told my mom the story, genuinely. Like I genuinely don't think she has any idea. Or maybe I did tell it, but I don't remember coming home and like reenacting this whole story because I feel like my mom would have acted a fool. She would have acted a fool. Anyway, and so later that night, Heaven wakes me up and she was like, Jay. And I was like, what's wrong, Heaven? What's wrong? Because I feel like big sister to Heaven, right? Because she's small. She's a baby. She's like 6 or 7 at this time. And I was like, what, Heaven? She's like, I have to go to the bathroom. Will you come to the bathroom with me? And I was like, yes, Heaven, I'll come to the bathroom with you. Even though I was so tired and I was already so pissed off and I had to go and take a shower again and, you know, whatever, because Zoe peed on me. So, take her to the bathroom, and when you're a Girl Scout, like, and I guess you're on the camping trip, everybody had these little whistles that they had to wear around their neck 24/7 so that if you get lost, you blow it, and some camp counselor, some adult, you know, whatever is going to come and find you, and they're going to, you know, whatever. So, Heather and I are trying to get back, and we are having the hardest time getting back. Like, we got so turned around because, mind you, we're in the middle of the woods. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a cabin, it's like it's a campground, but we're still in the middle of the woods, and it's dark, and it's not like there's lights everywhere to guide our path. So, I was like, Heaven, I think we're lost. And if you have ever met me, I'm very, like, severely directionally challenged. Like, I need my Google Map. I need my Google Map, like, really bad. So I was like, Heaven, I'm really sorry. Like, I know this is embarrassing, but I think we're gonna have to blow our whistle because I have absolutely no idea where we are right now. And so she was like, no, like, we can find it, we can find it. And I was like, no, Heaven, like, look around. Like, do you know where you are? Like, I don't know where we are right now. And she was like, no. And so I blow the whistle. Tell me why. The cabin is literally right here, and the camp counselor, who had already been dealing with the fact that Zoe peed on me, she was like, Drown, are you serious? And I was like, girl, first of all, I'm 8 years old. I'm 8 years old, and you're like, what, 20, 30 years old? You're mad at an 8-year-old because I don't know where I am and it's darkness in the middle of the night? First of all, you should have been wide awake. You should have been wide awake, because there's no way that you're going to let your two little, a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old out in the middle of the woods and not check on them. First of all, zero for you. So anyway, she was like, girl, get in here. Get in here. I don't know why she was so pissed off at me. I wish I could remember her face or her name, because I would literally drag her right now. Anyway, but yeah. So Heaven ended up going to the rest of elementary and middle school with me. And then Zoe ended up going to the same middle school and the same high school as me. So I think Olivia went to a different high school, but Zoe went to the same high school as me. So that was a story of how I got peed on in the 3rd grade. The 3rd grade was honestly a whirlwind. I'm trying to think about what else happened from the 3rd grade. Nothing really of note. Like, I just remember, like I told y'all, I think early in this vlog that I wrote, like, I hated my 3rd grade teacher in big red letters. That may have been in the last vlog, but yeah, I hated her. It was really a good time for me. It wasn't really a good time for me academically, but 3rd grade I did get a puppy, which I was really happy about that. I remember, like, when I was in elementary school, like my specific elementary school, they would send out postcards from your teacher, like, in June, and that's how you would find out, like, who your teacher was, by a postcard. And so I was so excited to open my postcard because I knew who I wanted. Who did I want? I'm trying to think. Who was the 3rd grade teacher? Miss Gitchy. I wanted Miss Gitchy to be my 3rd grade teacher. I'm talking fingers crossed, crisscross, applesauce, you know what I'm saying? Saying my prayers every single night to the living God. I was like, please let me get Miss Gitchy. Please, please, please. Funny enough, Miss Gitchy ended up being my brother's 1st grade teacher because she moved down, and I was like, bruh. Was it my brother or my sister? It was one of them, but one of my siblings ended up getting them, and I was like, Lord, what about me? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, and so I got a little postcard from Miss Terry. There was like no emotion, there was no love, there was no magic in this letter. It was like, hey, my name is Miss Terry. I'm gonna be your teacher this year. Can't wait to see you. I could have waited. Anyway, yeah, that's the story of Miss Terry. I feel like every day I should tell you like a new story about my grade school era, or like my school era, because some interesting things happen. Some very interesting things happen. There's a really big story that I want to tell, but I think I need to be in the right headspace to tell that story, because I feel like that kind of like, that was a canon event for my life for sure, because that changed the trajectory of everything. Like, I think had that not happened, I would have never met Justin. I think I may have told her the story last Vlogmas, but I know there's a lot more of y'all since I did Vlogmas last year, so I'll definitely probably tell the story like tomorrow or so. But anyway, Justin and I went to the gym, and we decided that it's probably best for us to work out, like still go to the gym together, because I know that Justin, like, he likes to do that, and of course I like spending time with my husband. But we're gonna work out separately, because Justin is obviously a personal trainer. Like, he was very like adamant on making sure that I was doing like things correctly, and I was doing like the correct amount of sets and reps and all that good stuff. But I felt like I was holding him back, and he wasn't focusing as much on him. And I'm not new to the gym. I've done the gym like for 2-3 years now. And so I was like, you know what? I want you to focus on you, because I know we have very different goals. Justin's trying to gain weight, I'm trying to lose weight. We're just very different. So I just want you to focus on you. We're at the gym, we'll come, we'll check in with each other, and everything will be fine. And today I had one of the best workouts I've had in a really long time, and so did he. So I think it just works better that way. So yeah, we went to the gym, that was really good. And now Justin is making some tacos, because we're having tacos tonight. I'm gonna study for the NCLEX again. Oh my gosh, also speaking of, our nursing school had a bar crawl today. And a bar crawl, like, it's not directly associated with the nursing school because obviously alcohol, but it's basically where you and everybody in your cohort, so everyone in your class, goes and you go to all the bars and you get absolutely faced. And yeah, it's supposed to be really fun. They have like t-shirts and whatever, but it looked like literally 4 people went. Yikes. And I don't have anybody in nursing school that I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I want to go to this bar crawl so bad so I can get drunk with my friends. Like, no, I think I spent today in the exact way that I wanted to spend today. So definitely didn't want to go to the bar crawl. But yeah, so we're definitely gonna read tonight. We're gonna study tonight, and it's gonna be good. Tomorrow we go back to work, and we work for 6 days in a row. Y'all, I don't know how I'm gonna manage. I don't know how I'm gonna manage, but y'all are gonna see me through all of it. It's gonna be fine. Y'all are gonna get like half in this vlog and then half in the other vlog. So when you see me in next week's vlog and I'm like, welcome to this week's vlog, you know why. Wait. All right, so Justin, God love him, has been cooking literally for the past 2 weeks. And so he made these hard shell, soft shell taco things. And then also a side of fried rice, because not fried rice, Spanish style rice. And the reason that he, whoa, back up. The reason that he made that is because I was like, dang, like we never have sides. Like we only have entrees. Like no vegetables, no nothing. It's always just entree. And so we got this from Publix like I think last week or so. So we're having Spanish rice and then tacos, and we're gonna watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Good afternoon, y'all, and welcome to this week's vlog. Today is Monday, December the 4th at 1:58 p.m. in the afternoon, and today we're going shopping, which is really exciting because I know how much I love to swipe that card. Anyway, so yesterday I didn't vlog. I usually don't vlog on Sundays just to give myself like a one-day break so that I don't get burnt out. But yesterday, I work 3 days in a row, so I work Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I work Saturday night and I got up Sunday morning. So I got off work, and the original plan was to go ahead and like take my graduation pictures, like not sleep, like just I'm already up, like let me just go ahead and take my graduation pictures. But when I don't get enough sleep, I get the worst headache ever, and it's like pounding. It's really, really bad. So I was like, you know what? I can already tell that I am super cranky, and Justin is going to be taking me or helping me to take my graduation pictures, and I don't want to be cranky and mean to somebody that's literally helping me. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to sleep for a few hours. So I slept for like 3.5 hours maybe. And I also had to wait for Party City to open because Party City had the confetti poppers that I wanted to use for some of my pictures. And I also had to wait for the Scrubs and Beyond store to open because I needed a new stethoscope. I have no idea, number one, how I've gotten through this many semesters of nursing school without my stethoscope. I think I lost it 3rd semester. So that was over a year ago. Like last August is when I was doing my 3rd semester. So I haven't had a stethoscope for literally a year. I don't know how I made it this far. But yeah, I thought it was in the storage unit. I guess it's not in the storage unit. Honestly, it may be. I just may not be looking hard enough. But anyway, so I had to go and get another stethoscope. Of course, I got a Littman, and I could very easily remember when I first started nursing school that Littman stethoscopes were maybe $74. I paid $140 something after tax for that Littman stethoscope, and that is literally crazy. I remember one time when I was in, I think it was adult health. No, it was in fundamentals. It was in fundamentals, and this girl, she had her stethoscope, and like we had like just been wearing them. Like we just started going to in-hospital clinicals and everything, and she had been doing assessments all morning on all these different patients, and she took her stethoscope and put it in her mouth. Like the bell diaphragm part of the stethoscope, like the part that you like they put on your chest and your back and wherever else, she put it in her mouth. And we were all looking at her like, girl, take that out of your mouth today. Take it out of your mouth right now. And she was like, what? And we were like, you just finished doing assessments on that 55,000-year-old patient. Please take that out of your mouth. And she was like, girl, please don't put your stethoscope in your mouth. Please always clean your stethoscope in between patients, after patients, because girl, that is not the move, okay? Speaking of nursing school, let me give you all a little bit of an update. So we have a pinning ceremony, and at the pinning ceremony, you take a person that has been very vital to your nursing career and you get them to pin you. Like on stage, and it'll be like for example, for me, they'll be like, this is Jana Lane. I can't even say my own name. This is Jana Lene Harris. She's being pinned by her husband, Justin Edward Thomas, and then maybe like a little blurb about me. Like I don't know. So yeah, Justin is going to be doing my pinning, and I'm really excited about that. But they say that you only get 6 tickets for pinning, but they haven't given us any tickets. And my mom was like, I need you to get an extra ticket for Kobe and for Cam. And I was like, okay, like I probably need to ask somebody. But at the same time, like we literally graduate next week and nobody has said a single word to us about coming to pick up our pinning tickets. So if we're not going to give our guests tickets, then you don't know how many guests I have. Like you don't know who's for me, who's not for me. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, I think I'm just not going to worry about it because I feel like it's not going to end up like being that big of a deal, if it makes sense. But I'm really excited for pinning. Not even necessarily for the pinning ceremony, but I'm excited for so many of the people that I love to be under one roof, because that usually never happens. Like we kind of got close whenever Justin came to Seattle with me like 2 vlogs ago, and he was with my family, but to have like my mom, my aunt, my brother, my sister, my grandparents, my set of cousins, my cousin's baby who we love, he's basically just like my cousin to me, and then my husband, like it is perfect. I think my dad's coming too. So it's just having so many people that I love like being there to support me. It's just really special, and I'm really excited for it. I really want to like spend more time with them because they're going to Mobile, and I think they're staying in Mobile until Christmas, which is a really long time. I don't want to say that long, but maybe Justin and I will go down to Mobile for like maybe like 3 days or so, and we'll spend some more time with them because I'm sure he wants to spend time with his mom as well. And his mom lives in Mobile, so I just want to make sure that we're spending time with our family before the holidays, because Justin and I are going to New York for Christmas this year. Y'all know that ever since we got married that we said that we wanted to take at least one trip every single month, starting with the month of October. So in October, we eloped in Turks and Caicos, and then in November we went to Seattle, and so now in December we're gonna go to New York. I don't know where we're going in January. We haven't really discussed it very much. I'll also be studying for the NCLEX, so I don't know, maybe we can take like a after I pass my NCLEX, yay, congratulations kind of trip, but I don't even know where I would want to go. Like where do you go for that? Like, we've already been to Disney World this year, so kind of don't want to do that. I think it'd be fun to go to California, but it's cold and it's January, so I have to find somewhere that's like cool when it's still like cold, and also some place that I've never been before, because obviously like I haven't been to all 50 states, but I definitely want to go. Anyway, my triceps are so sore. I'm so sorry, I'm so ashy, but my triceps are so sore because Justin had us in the gym yesterday and we were on the cable machine, and he had like the little, like, you know, in the gym, like the little attachment that like goes like this, and like over my over my head, and then like pulling like this, dude, like on fire, like hurts so bad. But anyway, what we're doing today, we're gonna take Jo to the PARK and let him run around. We're still not letting him go to daycare or go to the dog park, just because like there's this dog RSV going around and we just really don't want Jojo to be sick. So we've also started putting him on immune support. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna take the suitcases to the storage unit because they take up a lot of space and we live in the studio. We're gonna go and clean my car out. We're gonna make some Amazon returns. We're gonna go shopping at this huge shopping center that has a Target, a Home Goods, a TJ Maxx, and I think a Best Buy. Amazing. And they're probably gonna go out and get something to eat tonight because I feel like that'd be fun. And then we're gonna go to the gym. Yeah, and of course y'all are gonna come along for all of it, so let me get dressed and I'll pick y'all back up. Okay, I feel the need to document this because I got a haircut back in June, and because I used to always wear my hair in like really tight slick backs, or like really tight, like pretty much like a ponytail, like real tight ponytail with like a long braid, I had a lot of breakage in my hair. And if you remember, you probably have to go back like to my vlogs before June, but like this side of my hair, super long because the curls were like very, very damaged. This side of my hair is naturally, I used to feel like it was a different like hair texture, but I think now since I got a haircut, they're both the same. I don't know how that works because I feel like that doesn't work, like your hair texture doesn't change because you have a haircut. I don't know, I think it was just the damage. But anyway, this side would always like shrink up better. Like, it's the good side of your hair, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has a good side. This is my good side. It would shrink up and be really short, so when I wear my hair out, this side would be long and this side would be short, and it would look so stupid. It would look so stupid. So anyway, when I went home, well, I guess that's not really my home. I say home just because it's like a knee-jerk reaction because I grew up there for 18 years, but like it's not my home. This is my home. Anyway, that's like a whole nother conversation we can get into another time. But anyway, I went to Mobile because the girl that cuts my hair is Jamie Renee. And she used to have a salon called Alter Hair Salon, but now I think she's inside of another salon. If I can find out what it is, I'll put it down in the description box below if you live in like the South Alabama area. Anyway, so she cuts my hair and she was like, girl, there's so much breakage, like what do you want to do? And I always tell her, I was like, girl, cut it off. I don't want any damage. I don't want any split ends. I don't want any of that. If you see something that's bad, cut it off. I'd rather go ahead and deal with the loss now than have to, every time I come back here, you have to cut off like 2 or 3 inches, right? So she cut it off, and my hair, like when it was curly, it was like down here, and I did not realize how long it was until after I cut it. So then when I got my hair cut, it was like very much off my shoulder. I feel like now it's better because it's like, it's almost touching my shoulder. Not quite, but almost. But I just feel like my hair looks so much better. She, like the way I wanted her to cut it was kind of like this kind of shape. If you're a natural hair girl, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like that little like triangle shape, you know? So that's what I ended up getting on my hair. And she's also like, I can tell exactly where you part your hair. You part it down the middle all the time. You just stop. You need to switch up your parts, because if not, you're gonna get traction alopecia because you love to do those slick back styles. So stop doing the slick back styles, switch up your part, and I think you should be good. I was like, okay. So that's why y'all haven't been seeing me do a lot of slick backs anymore. Like I'll braid my hair, switch up the part, and then I'll wear my hair out, switch up the part. Just because I feel like that works a lot better. My hair is also growing so fast, and I am so thankful for that. But anyway, this is like one of the few times where I'm actually like, because you know, like after you get a haircut, like you hate your hair for so long because it's so short, even if it's exactly what you asked for. Now I'm in that stage where I'm just like, My hair's so cute. And then it's just like so defined and so curly. I also got my hair like highlighted a little bit. It's not nearly as highlighted as I wanted it to be. So I think there was like a little bit of a miscommunication on that, because I wanted it to be like blonde, right? Like a blondish brown color. But she gave me like very natural, I'm gonna say like low lights. I don't think they're actually highlights, but it makes it seem like it's just, you know, like my hair, which is really cool. But today I feel like I'm having a really good hair day, which is awesome. So I just had to document that, because I know some days I'm like, there's literally never been a day since this haircut where I've liked my hair. But today is one of those days, and I feel really cute and really pretty. I had to put my retainer back in. If y'all missed that vlog, I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 vlogs ago, I got my braces off. So that's why sometimes if y'all hear me talking with a lisp, it's because I have to keep these in. They said every single day, 24/7, with the exception of eating, for 6 months. And then after that 6 months is over, I can just go to wearing them only at night. So that's why I have a lisp in a lot of my videos, in case you didn't know, because I got my retainers in. Okay, yeah, let me get dressed so we can go. Nephew is in timeout again, because when we came home, he ran up to these people, and I don't know if he had the chance to jump on them, but then Justin went to go and get him, and he decided that he was going to run down the hallway. Okay, nobody's gonna chase you. You're gonna sit there and you're gonna sit in the corner. Like, this is crazy. Okay, so right now we are at Starbucks. We just went to the storage unit to drop off all of our suitcases, because again, we live in a studio apartment, but I feel like our studio is bigger than like what most people expect a studio to be, which I'm very grateful for that. Anyway, we did that. We were supposed to go and get a car wash, but if we're gonna be on the interstate, it doesn't really make a sense. It doesn't make sense to get a car wash, just because there's gonna be bugs all over the car all over again. So I would just rather wait until we come back. We're also not gonna go to Sam's today, because Sam's closes at 8, and I'm pretty sure we're not going to be back by 8. So we're just going to get all the stuff that we need from Sam's, technically from Target. The only thing that I'm not going to get from Target is the Gillette razors, because Target has like a 4-pack for like $44, but Sam's has like a 20-pack for like $40. So we'll be getting it from Sam's. But right now we're in Starbucks because Justin really had to go pee, so I was like, okay, go pee. And then we get out of the car, he gets out of the car, he's like, you're not coming? And I was like, no, like, you just have to pee, like, go pee, like, I'll do like a little mobile order. And he freaked out about it. But now he's in, he's probably coming back, and we're gonna get our Starbucks, and then we're gonna drive. Okay, so what is my hair doing? Anyway, we are in Target, and I saw this really cool coffee machine, and Justin's saying no. Anyway, look, first of all, look how cool this is. Like, it's got the little thingy, it's got a little milk frother. No, I did not. Look, a nice little milk frother. Like, I would love this. I don't even know how much it is, but this is so nice. What? Say something.
We don't have space for that.
We do.
No, we don't. We gotta put the air fryer in the cabinet to make space for it.
Why would you say that?
2, you barely have enough time to make coffee you make in the morning as it is. I'm sure powering that time machine up is gonna take a lot longer than what you do for your coffee already. 3, you only drink coffee what? Once, twice a week? 3 times a week. Thank you so much. Sure. So how much is that?
I don't know. It don't have a price.
It's not free.
It's priceless. Also, this Target is so weird because, like, listen. It is literally silent in here. Like, it's so awkward. Alright, so we're back home. I am freshly showered. Our Target Home Goods TJ Maxx trip ended up being an absolute bust. It was so creepy and so scary in there. But we went to Rock and Roll Sushi. It took us way longer to get there than expected because there was a random parade in the middle of it. But now we got our rock and roll. I got the same thing I always get, which is the spicy crawfish roll. I got it fried. It looks a little bit fried, so hopefully it's good. And then I also got a side of fried rice. And then Justin got the shrimp solo, so literally just shrimp and fried rice, and that's all. All right, hey y'all, it is 2:43 in the morning. I was studying for the NCLEX using Archer. I'm no longer using ATI just because I think Archer is a lot better. So I took one pharmacology, like 85 question test, and I made a 65, I think. But even like 60s, high 60s and like up is a really good indication that you're going to do well on the NCLEX. I know that pharm is my weakest subject, but it went from being lower than that. I think earlier this week it was at like a 50 something. So the fact that I'm getting better every time I take a new test is definitely positive. But yeah, I also took a CAT exam, and that's pretty much where it adapts based off like whether or not you get the question right or wrong. And then also like if you get like the engine questions, right? I don't know. My brain is foggy. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. But I ended up passing my CAT exam, which is a very good indication that I'm going to pass the NCLEX, so that's awesome. I'm also currently reading on my Kindle. And then Justin wanted some more of the cookie cake, so I put him some in the microwave because it's really good warmed up.
It is.
Justin, how have you been? They haven't been seeing you.
You know, I've been chilling, been here, been living life, supporting you as usual. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, we're probably just gonna read for the rest of the night. Justin is gonna take a shower, and I'm pretty sure eat his cookie cake. What's happening? Okay. Thank you. But yeah, I'm gonna finish reading my book and then I have to brush my teeth. I have been keeping my retainers out for a very long period of time, and then when I put my retainer in on my bottom row, it usually hurts. It doesn't hurt bad, but it's like I can tell that I've had my retainer out for probably more than what I'm supposed to. But now that I've eaten my cookie cake for the night, I'm probably gonna brush my teeth and then get in the bed. So I will see y'all in the morning. Alright y'all, so it is Tuesday, December 5th at 5:21 p.m. Right now we're at Home Goods because Justin got me a gift card for my birthday. I think they're letting us go. Nope, he's just on his phone. Okay, anyway, Justin got me a gift card for my birthday, so we're gonna go in here and we're gonna spend it. Justin is obsessed with these little knot pillows, and I have no idea why. They're just like, you would not lay on that.
You don't know what I would do.
Justin, look how much that pillow is. Look how much it is.
You want to buy a mixing bowl, $15. So I just feel like this.
Okay, but I would use a mixing bowl.
I would use this.
For what?
This is uncomfortable.
Right. Y'all, look at what Justin did.
No. No.
I want you to hold it.
It was already.
I want you to hold it, and I want you to show them what you did.
It was already doing it. It was already. Can you like undo this?
I'm sure you can.
Oh, you can't. You can.
Oh. You're going to Home Goods jail.
Probably gonna be roomy in there.
Oh my god. Okay, so the Home Goods trip turned out to be very unfruitful. They just really didn't have anything that I wanted. And I also don't want to buy Christmas decorations just because we already have all of our Christmas decorations and we're not even going to be here on Christmas. So I feel like I'm just going to wait until we're ready to decorate our house for whatever like non-holiday decorations we're going to have, and then just go with that. But right now we are at the gym, and then after the gym we're going to go to Sam's, so I will see y'all at Sam's. So now we're in Sam's. These are the razors that I use, and it has 16 cartridges, and I'm pretty sure it's like 40 something dollars. I think 43. That's a pretty good deal. So every time we come to Sam's, we always get this huge 5-pound bag of cheese. And Justin said that I'm out of my Diet Coke, or almost out, so he's getting me some Coke Zero. For dinner tonight, we're having Fusaklis. So my order from Fusaklis is a bigger box dipped in buff with bacon queso fries, no slaw, extra fries, a root beer, and I also got a toast. And then for my sauce of choice, I choose ranch, and it's so good. If you live in the north, this is not even comparable to Cane's, but it's the same idea as Cane's. It's just 10,000 times better, if you get what I'm saying. Okay, so it is 9:06 p.m. and I think I'm just in a really weird mood because my period is supposed to start this week, so I'm just feeling very sensitive, a little bit sad. So I need to just take a break and just kind of, I guess, spend some time by myself. Usually whenever I get sad like this, I will take a bath, I'll turn off the lights, I will burn a candle. This is the spiced gingerbread that I got from Bath & Body Works, super cute. I'm about to sneeze. Every time I announce my sneeze, it doesn't happen. Anyway, so I'm gonna light a candle. I'm gonna get in the bath, gonna listen to some true crime, maybe read some of my book. Also, this ponytail, y'all, is giving. I love it so much. It looks so good. I wish I could get this big of a ponytail with my hair like not in a hat. I feel like that would be so slay. But it's really hard for me to do that. I guess it can be done, but I'm just somebody that feels like in order for my hair to be cute and pretty, it has to be a slick back, or it has to be like super defined and curly, or have a lot of volume. And I'm trying not to do slick backs. Now when I get out of the shower, am I gonna do a slick back? Yes. I'm sorry, but I am. I'm sorry, but I am. It's been a while since I've done one, but I mean, this is really good, but I also feel like you shouldn't wear hats because it just like rubs like on your hairline and on your temples, so I feel like that's not the best. But yeah, I'm gonna shower and shave. I got some Gillette razors from Sam's. This is a 16 pack, which is crazy. So this should last me a really, really long time. I don't know how long the average blade is supposed to last. I feel like maybe like 4 weeks. So that's a lot. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna take some time for myself. I'm also gonna study for the NCLEX a little bit later, so I will pick y'all back up when we're doing that. Alright, good morning vlog. Today is Wednesday, December the 6th at 2:14 p.m. And I woke up at like, well, I had an alarm set for 10. So I got up at 10, I looked at my alarm, and then I went back to sleep, got up at like 11:30, and it took Jojo out so that he could go potty. Got back in the bed, which I was not supposed to do. I was supposed to get up and go to the gym, but got back in the bed, went to sleep for a little bit. And today just had like a really rocky start to it. As soon as I got up, somebody texted me and they were like, oh, like, you know, I wish your grandma, or my nanny, that's what I called her. She was like, I wish your nanny would have been here to, you know, see you walk across the stage. Like, that would have meant the world to her. Okay. My nanny went to go be with the Lord, and that was a very, 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 very rough time in my life, right? She passed away from ovarian cancer in 2020, and it was just a really hard time for me, especially since like the time that she passed was right around my birthday, and I had a trip planned, and everybody still wanted me to go on the trip, and I didn't want to go anymore because obviously I wanted to be at her funeral, and everybody's like, no, like you do not need to be there. You don't need to be there, you don't need to be there. And I get that everybody was like looking out for me, but that was still like a really hard time, right? So I started the morning off with that. And then my talent manager, Vivian, texted me. She's like, hey, I am so sorry about this, but one of the ads you just posted on TikTok, you're gonna have to repost it because they left out like one of the hashtags for the FTC regulation, which like TikTok is really, really cracking down on the FTC regulations. So she's like, you're gonna have to repost it. And I want to go ahead and say this. I feel really bad about having to post ads back to back, or not even back to back, but just like frequently, because I feel like it makes it seem like I'm no longer authentic, which I really don't like. But I understand like the job, right? Like I wanted to be an influencer. I still want to be myself, but I want to be an influencer. I don't want to be like, buy this, buy this, buy this. You know what I'm saying? Like in all of my videos, I just want, like if you see me use it, you literally see me use it every day. I don't know if I've ever shown you this. I'm pretty sure I have in a video. But this is the La Roche-Posay Double Moisturizer. They sent it to me, but y'all see me literally use this every time. I need my skincare routine. But anyway, I just don't want to seem like I'm always pushing for an agenda, because I'm not. And I'm thankful to work with some of the brands that are, well, not even some of them. I'm thankful to work with all of them. Some of them are a little bit more difficult than others. Like this current brand that I'm working with, but I signed this contract with them before I met Vivian, and I didn't realize that I lowballed myself so much. But I mean, I get free shoes out of it, so it's really nice, and they're shoes that I actually like and shoes that I genuinely wear all the time, because before I started working with this brand, I maybe had like 3 pairs of shoes, and now I have like a ridiculous amount. So for that, I'm grateful. It's just sometimes it's just really hard to work with them, just because they will be really last minute. Like they'll text me at like 8 o'clock and be like, hey, well, not me, they'll text me and they'll be like, hey, she needs to post this video today, actually, like right now. Like, you knew all day that you wanted me to post it, so why did you wait until 8 p.m. to tell me that? And then it was annoying because like I had to delete the video that I already posted for them and then repost it. And then when I reposted it, something was wrong with the audio, and somebody on not on TikTok, but somebody on Instagram messaged me. They're like, hey, something's wrong with that last video that you posted, like the audio. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. So I had to repost it again for the 3rd time. And it's just really, really frustrating. It's really frustrating, but I was telling Vivian, I was like, I'm really frustrated that I have to like post so many ads, but like I'm grateful for the opportunity, right? Grateful for the opportunity. It's just hard when they're back to back, but the only way I can combat that is to create more content on TikTok. But the reason that I stopped creating as much content on TikTok was because I was putting more energy into these daily vlogs. Can I do both? Yes, but remember what I told y'all the last time, in the last vlog, I felt like I was living my life like this, like the vlog camera in this hand, my phone in this hand, and I wasn't like experiencing life, I was just recording my life. So I'm gonna try to, I don't know, do my best. It's a really frustrating situation, but also at the same time, like, it's a frustrating blessing, right? I feel like that's a really good way to say that. But anyway, after that, my sister texted me, and I had something that I needed to handle with that. And then, what else? Oh, my period started today. And like, I don't know if you know this, but like whenever you have your menstrual cycle, like you switch which side your egg gets released from. And so last month was my good period. So I think this side. This side is my good side, and I know you probably think that I'm crazy, but some people can feel like really, really bad ovarian pain, and I can, which is, now that I'm saying that, which is really scary because we'll get that with that. Anyway, I can like feel it on this side, which it's normal. It's not anything like, you know, crazy, but I can feel it on, I usually don't feel it on this side, right? And that's when I have my good period. I can always feel it on this side. Always, always, always. And this is my bad period side. So I went ahead and pre-medicated with, I think, 600 milligrams of ibuprofen. And so I'm feeling pretty good right now. I'll make sure to like keep my water intake at a good level. But as far as today goes, we are going to take JoJo to the field so that he can run around because we didn't get the chance to do that yesterday. I really need to clean up my car today. I've been saying that I'm going to clean up my car all week. I have to get it done today. I'm also starting a new book. Oh my gosh, literally last night I finished Iron Flame, which I've been reading for like the past 2 vlogs. I don't know why it's taking me so long, but I finally finished it last night and it was so good. If you like A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, and if you liked Harry Potter as a kid by J.K. Rowling, it's like the two mixed. And it is so good, and it's just everything that I want in a book. It gives me drama, it gives me comedy, it gives me romance, and a good psychological plot. Love it. That's literally all that I could ever ask for, and it gave it to me. But yeah, now I'm gonna start reading The Inmate Today by Freida McFadden. Freida McFadden also wrote, oh god, what is that book? I've read a few of her books. One of them about like the maid girl, the housekeeper lady. That one was so spooky and weird. But that book is only 300 pages, so I feel like that's gonna get me to my goal of having like 30 before the end of the month, so that's awesome. I braided my hair. It looks like I braided it 75,000 years ago, even though that's not true. I don't know what happened to it. But it just looks old. So I'm gonna refresh it real quick. Okay, so right now we are at the car wash. It looks kind of creepy, but kind of cool at the same time. But anyway, it was just weird. Anyway, so I was telling Justin, I don't like when like the car wash attendants, they'll be like no, like I'm not moving my car up until you like are looking at my tires and you know that everything is lined up. If not, I'm not going, because what if I just decide that I want to zoom into the car in front of me? Then what? Did you just feel that? The car like dipped a little bit. I don't know what that means. Hopefully everything's fine. But yeah, Justin was like, they would hope that I would have common sense. Girl.
Yes.
Do not expect that from me. Do not expect common sense from me. First of all, because you're going to jail. All right, so here's the current state of my car. We got, excuse me, sir. We got a protein shake down there. That should not be right there. And then...
Got the clothes hanger down.
Honestly, it's not that... A clothes hanger?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that was down there. And then we just got some...
Your car never dirty, man.
Just to be quiet. I got like some paper down there, and then there's a lot of paper in here that I have to go. But like other than that, I usually keep my car pretty clean. Alright y'all, so the car is all clean, it's super sparkly. Again, Justin hates cleaning it out because it's never really dirty. But here's the inside, really nice. And then the back, nobody's ever in the back except for JoJo, but it's really clean back there. Alright, so we are back from the gym. I ended up getting a package in the mail from Amazon. I didn't order anything, so maybe this is something that Vivian sent. Justin, can you bring a pair of scissors or a knife or something? It says it's from Pant-Fi Provisions. I don't know what that means. Thank you. And it feels a little bit heavy. Okay, so I'm working with one protein bar. I don't know why they sent it through Amazon. I thought it was gonna come like in a big variety pack box, but they sent it like this. So, but yeah, I'm supposed to be doing a partnership with them starting next year. So, they sent it. I feel like it sounds like I'm being really ungrateful. I'm just really confused because I wasn't expecting to see it right now just because that partnership doesn't start until January. And B, I thought it was gonna come in like a really big box, but it came in an Amazon package, which it's fine, I guess. All right, y'all's nephew is about to get a bath. JoJo, go ahead and get in the tub, boo. Get in there. That is a good boy. That is a good boy, JoJo. That is a good boy, JoJo. Mom get him a treat because him is listening to mom. He's just getting like a quarter of a greenie stick. They're so hard to... Hey, I want you to be gentle. I want you to be so nice. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, JoJo. That's so yummy. I have no idea where his dog shampoo is, so I have to find that real quick. Okay, so the way that I give JoJo a bath is really easy. I just use this Burt's Bees dog shampoo. You use whatever shampoo you want on your dog. This is just what I use on my dog when he doesn't get groomed at the daycare. And since he can't go to daycare because puppy RSV is going around, I have to give him a bath. So he gets bathed with this, and then I just take a random cup, fill it up with water, get them all wet or whatever, and then just like rinse and lather. And he's usually pretty good for his bath. He usually doesn't give me too much trouble. He sees that there's treats, so I know he's gonna be really good. Okay, so I usually have a scrubber brush that I use for JoJo, but I guess I threw it away. So now I've been having to use my fingers, and he's being really weird. Like he is, I know you can't see it, but he is like slipping and sliding in this tub. Like he's just being so strange. But I'm gonna try to hurry up and do it because obviously he is not having the best time. All right, good morning y'all. Today is Thursday, December the 7th at 2:14 p.m. I was gonna go to Orange Theory today, but I realized that it's really important for me to restart my running journey. I feel like the reason that I fell off with running is because my running was starting to become marketable. And what I mean by that is that like brands would reach out and want to work to me because of my running journey, and it was so inspiring. And running started to feel like a job. Running started to feel like clocking in, and it made me sad that something that I was really passionate about was kind of just being taken away, and like I just didn't get the same joy out of it because now it was work. So I think I know that first things first, like I was a fitness creator, and that's how people knew me, and that's how I grew such a big following, was because of my fitness journey. So obviously I'm never gonna stop doing that, because at the end of the day, that is about me. Like if I never pick up another camera or phone or whatever ever again, like my fitness journey is still about me. So I feel like I just need to, I put this little sticker here, it's so cute. I had to cover up an ad because again, I was doing partnerships, so I had to cover it up. Anyway, but I want to restart my marathon training. My hat is like sideways, are you seeing that? It's literally still sideways. Anyway, but I want to run the Disney Marathon in 2025. By the time I decided that I wanted to run the marathon, the Disney 2024 marathon list is already closed. So I'm going to do the one this, not next year, but the year after next. And so that means I have to start trying. Like I need to get on an actual program. And so when I first started running, I was using the Nike Run Club app. So of course, if I'm going to run a marathon, I feel like it makes sense that I use the Nike Run Club app to help me run this marathon. So I'm really excited. Today we have a 10-minute run, which I feel like I'm capable of doing a 10-minute run. I'm gonna do it as a guided run, so Coach Ben is gonna be in my ear telling me how amazing I am. I'm also gonna have an Morbid podcast, running around my neighborhood. I feel like it's gonna go really well. I'm not gonna full send it today. I'm not gonna try to run an 8-minute mile. I'm not gonna do any of that. I just wanna start my running journey again, and I just want to be really honest about it and just do my very best, because I was running like 60 miles a month and now I run 0 miles this month. So we're gonna try, we're gonna start again. It's gonna be fun. I'm feeling a little nervous. I told Justin, because Justin usually likes to try me on my runs, and I was like, no, because you make me feel slow, because like if you start to lose sight of me a little bit, you speed run past me and you make me feel like I'm running really slow, which I am a slow runner. Like my normal mile pace is like 12 minutes and 44 seconds, so definitely not a fast runner at all, but I try not to make myself feel bad about that, because as long as you run, you're considered a runner, right? So, but he was like, that's okay. I'm gonna have my ringer on. I'm gonna be watching your location. I'm gonna have my knife with me. I'm gonna have you. I was like, okay, I get it. I get it. You're gonna be right here. You're gonna be right here. So let's go ahead and go for this run, and I'll see how when I get back. Oh, let me do a quick little outfit of the day. I don't have any shoes on. I'm probably gonna wear my OnCloud Monsters though, but I'm wearing these. They're kind of like the Lululemon Fast and Freeze, but I got them from Amazon. And then this black like baby tee is from Wild Fable at Target, and this is my running vest. I got it from Amazon. Hat is gonna be my Under Armour hat that I'm pretty sure I got from Dick's Sporting Goods. Yeah, that's all. Okay, hey vlog, so I just finished my run. It was only a 10-minute run. I wanted to run for longer because I wanted to get to a mile, which I didn't. I got to 0.76 miles, and I think my like average mile time, like had I done one, would have been 13 minutes. My normal mile time before was 12 minutes and 44 seconds, but I'm not gonna make myself feel bad about it because I just started running. Like I've taken a break from running from August till December, and that's a really long time. But when I was running, I felt like I kind of got back into the groove of it, and it made me realize how much I loved running, and I really think it's crazy that I ever even stopped in the first place. But it honestly went really well. Now we're gonna go to Target because I need some Polaroid film, and I also need to get like some lunch stuff just because I work for the next 6 days in a row. which is really rough. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. So y'all are coming with me. Okay, so we went to Target. Justin refuses to let me help him do groceries ever, so I'm trying to practice my married feminine energy and let him do it. But went into Target because they had the 60-pack of Polaroid film. I need to show y'all the updated Polaroid wall whenever I get home because there's so many on there. But
Target?
Huh?
In the Walmart?
Went into Walmart. We're not at Target, sorry. But Walmart was the only person that had this. Target did not have this. I usually get the 60-pack, but Walmart had a 100-pack. So it was a 100-pack and it was a really good deal. Like, even if you bought 2 of the 60-pack, this was still cheaper by like $14 or $15. So got this, and I will be printing out a whole bunch of pictures of like me and my friends, and like old pictures of me and my nanny. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be awesome. And then of course, like, my family is coming to my apartment next week, so they're gonna be able to see our Polaroid wall, and they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, like, that's me when I was doing this, and that's me when I was doing that. And I just feel like it'd be so sweet and so awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. And then we also got some groceries in the back. I am not the biggest fan of shopping at Walmart, just because Walmart's a little bit, you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit of like, to me, Walmart gives cigarettes and Mountain Dew, right? Target gives, I don't know, Poppy or something. But right now we're gonna go to Chick-fil-A and we're gonna get something to eat. Justin, how have you been? Like, the vlog has not seen you. Like, what have you been up to? How is life? How are things going?
Life's going good. You know, just had to cancel my debit card because I was getting robbed.
He was getting robbed.
So, you know, that's fun. They gave me the money back though.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh.
But like, it's still in dispute. So like, I can use that money, but like, if they feel like I'm lying, they're gonna be like, hey, we need it back.
Right.
So, you know, use it sparingly. Other than that,
how is your mental health?
it's fine. I'm with you, so, you know. It varies from time to time. No, it's fine.
Oh my gosh. Yo, Justin has like solidified himself into this married husband role, because whenever I'm like, oh, we should get this, we need this for the house, he's like, no.
First of all, I did that before.
No.
You trying to get pink stuff cleaner.
Y'all know the pink stuff cleaner that you use to like clean stuff off the walls?
She just wanted it because it's pink.
No, I want it because it's a good cleaner. You were like, we have so many cleaners already.
We do.
Is that my phone? Sports notification? Or be real? It's time to be real. Hey,
we go to Chick-fil-A or no?
I'm looking for my friends. I'm looking for you. Hey, there's Justin. Show us what you can do. La 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 la. Okay, we're gonna go to Chick-fil-A. I will see y'all when I'm getting dressed for work. This will probably be. Will this be the last time they see you for the rest of this vlog?
Yeah, forever.
Where you going?
To Canada.
Why you say forever?
I'm going to Canada.
Why?
Because we got to get some meat. I want to catch a meat and bring it back so we can have meat and JoJo. So not forever, just as long as it takes me to catch a moose.
This is why Justin is not present in the vlogs. Today is Friday, December the 8th at 7:31 in the morning, and I just got off of a 12-hour night shift working on the labor and delivery unit. Today, or I guess last night, was my shift 1 of 6. So we will be going back tonight. Hannah, my nurse preceptor, she was not at work today because she got pulled to another hospital, which is crazy that our unit is the only unit in the hospital that gets pulled to different hospitals to fully staff their units. And I know that a lot of nurses are frustrated with that because, you know, when we need help, like, nobody comes. So it's kind of really sad. But anyway, last night's shift was really good. I got a lot of studying done. I did some readiness assessments. I think I did like almost 200 NCLEX practice questions yesterday. I finished the book that I was reading, The Inmate. I liked the book. I love a good psychological thriller. Again, it had everything that I wanted. It had drama, it had romance, not comedy really. It was like a little corny at times, but there was that. The ending was just like too much was happening. Like it was like, oh, like jaw-dropping, but then like it started to get like too jaw-dropping and like too unbelievable that I couldn't really relate to it anymore. So I wasn't the biggest fan of that. But other than that, everything else was good. And since I loved the new Hunger Games movie that just came out, I decided that I wanted to reread the Hunger Games books. I'm not going to read the first one because I know what happened in the first one. I don't need to read it, and I remember reading that one in middle school. But I don't remember reading like Catching Fire, Mockingjay, like anything like that. So I started reading Catching Fire. It only has 128 pages, but it is the longest 128 pages I've ever seen in a book. Like, I was reading this book for what felt like hours, and I only made it to like page 30 maybe, which is crazy. So anyway, reading that, going back to work tonight, but I'm gonna go ahead and shower and then we can catch up like usual. I wanted to talk to y'all about something. So I saw this thing on TikTok where this girl was saying like, I don't understand people that like spank their kids, right? And I'm gonna be completely transparent. Like, growing up, like my sister and my brother and I, like, we got spanked. It really didn't take me long to kind of figure out like, oh, if I, you know, stop doing bad things, like I won't get spanked, you know what I mean? So I was only bad like up until the 3rd grade. I think the 3rd grade was the last time I got a whooping, and I'm pretty sure it was because I had told my teacher, like I had written in my binder that I hated my 3rd grade teacher, which again, she was such a cornerstone in my life. Not a good one, but she was a cornerstone. Anyway, and she was just like, it makes no sense to like spank or like bodily harm kids just because they do something wrong. Because like in your adult life, like nobody's coming up to you and like beating you over the head with a stick every time you make a mistake. So why are you doing that to kids? And like also kids, like it's their first time ever being in this world. So the fact that you have such high standards for them already, and like you would spank or pop or like whatever verbiage you want to use, is kind of crazy a little bit. Like, it's a little bit weird. And I had always said that I like wasn't gonna spank my kids because I never really saw a point. Like, even with JoJo, like obviously JoJo's not like a human obviously, but I don't spank JoJo. Like, I will fuss and I will yell and I will put him in the corner and I'll do all that stuff, but I'm never gonna like spank him or anything because like that's crazy. Also, I really think that we should get another dog. I definitely think we should wait until we move into a house, but I definitely think that we should get another dog. But anyway, yeah, I just feel like that's kind of where I stand on like the spanking, not spanking. Do I feel like you can grow up as a kid being like spanked within reason, right? Yes, I do think you can grow up to be okay, because I feel like I turned out great, and you know, my brother and my sister turned out great, you know, whatever. They're successful spanked kids, right? But do I think it would be right for me personally as a parent? No. And I know that Justin also doesn't agree with spanking. His mom didn't spank him when he was little. He had to like do physical exercise. So she would make him like run bleachers. She would make him stay in the plank position, blah, 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 stuff like that. And that is why Justin is as strong as he is today, because he was a very bad kid. But yeah, I feel like that's kind of where I stand on that. But anyway, so I was telling the people at my work that this is going to be like my last few shifts working as an extern, and I just think that's crazy that, and I feel like I've said it in this vlog already, I think it's crazy that next month I will be somebody's nurse. Next month, me, patient, I'm gonna be their nurse, and I just feel like, oh my god, that is just so crazy. And part of me just like still can't believe it. And everybody's like, oh my gosh, Jay, like you're gonna do so great on your NCLEX and you're gonna pass in 75 and blah blah blah, which now it's 85 instead of 75, but you're gonna pass, you're gonna do so great, and like, Jay, you won't even need orientation. And I have a problem when people say that, which I get what they're trying to say. Like, yes, I have been a nurse extern for a really long time, and I'm pretty sure I'm the longest nurse extern that this unit has ever had, and then I'm like successfully transitioning into like actually working on the unit as a nurse at that hospital. So it's like, girl, you've been doing this for a really long time. And Hannah, the nurse that I work with, she's a senior nurse, and everybody loves Hannah and they love the way she does things. So it's like I'm getting trained by like the best teacher, right? So I feel like I understand when they say like, oh, you're not gonna need orientation, because again, I've been here so long, I've been doing it for, you know, a long time. But I honestly kind of want them to treat me like they would treat any other like new, fresh out the street, new grad orientee, just because I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. I want to make sure that I didn't pick up any bad habits, not necessarily from Hannah, but just like from anybody, because I just want to be the best nurse that I can. And I know that for providers, it can be really frustrating working with a new grad, because you feel like they don't do things how you do them, and like every provider has like their own little quirks, and they like things that are like this and they like things that are like that, and it can just be really frustrating. So I just kind of want to start a clean slate. Also, when you graduate nursing school, you can work under a temporary license at your hospital. I'm choosing not to do that just because I don't want to like wear navy scrubs and I'm going to work and like my badge says nurse. It says like some modification of nurse, because like obviously you're not a nurse until you pass the NCLEX and, you know, you officially have your licensure. But I just don't want to jinx myself and like play nurse before I'm actually a nurse. So I just can't. I would love to start and go ahead and get like the hospital orientation part out of the way and before I have to start like actually working on my floor, but I just genuinely do not want to jinx it. I can't, like it would just freak me out too bad. So I think I'm just gonna wait, and I think as soon as I get my ATT, like my approval to test, then I'll take my NCLEX and then I'll start actually working as a nurse, because I don't know, it's just not something that I want to play with like that for real. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. But today we may go to Target to get some grocery stuff, and then we're definitely going to Orange Theory. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed. I'll see y'all later. Hey y'all, so I am awake now. It's about almost 4 o'clock and I'm about to go to Orange Theory. I tried to convince Justin to go with me and it was a resounding no matter how much I begged. He's just not the biggest fan of Orange Theory, but I'm so much better whenever he's there. But today is Coach Nathan's class, and I'm kind of scared for Orange Theory today because today is the burn bowl, which means that they want you to burn as many calories as possible because we're competing with the other sister studios. So I have no idea how this is going to go today, but I'm going to do my best to remain optimistic even though I am terrified. And I'm trying to do like stick to my schedule, like my regimen of doing Orange Theory 2 times a week and then like weightlifting 3 times a week and then having that 2-day break. So even though it's not easy and even though I usually don't want to go to Orange Theory, I always feel really good after, and I'm always really glad that I went. So we're gonna go and then I'll see y'all after. Alright, I am back from Orange Theory, and the girl that was next to me today, first of all, I love when she combs because she's a mid-sized girl like me, so it just makes me feel a lot more confident in my body whenever she's there. Anyway, she burned at the end of class, and everybody at Orange Theory does this. Like, everybody's gonna look at everybody else's like little meter because the screens are huge. You can see how many calories your neighbor is burning, and it like motivates you to do more, you know, whatever. She had 900 calories on my head, right? I think I ended with like 600 calories, and I was only 2 minutes late to class because apparently some like football state championship is happening in Bryant-Denny, so there's a lot of traffic, but I only missed 2 minutes of class. In that 2 minutes of class, she burned 320 calories. How is that possible? How is that possible? Because we were on the rower and she had only rowed 240 meters, and I remember that exactly. Because when I saw that, I immediately looked at her and I was like, oh my gosh, like how far behind am I? Because I was trying to look at how long she'd been on the rower, and she'd only rowed 240 meters. How is it possible that you got 900, pretty much probably 1,000 calories on my head? I will never understand. I will never understand that. Anyway, but now I'm about to make dinner and we gotta go to work, y'all. So let's make this, I think it's called Bulldog Ramen. Let's see if it's good. Okay, so y'all are on the charger, that's why the angle is so weird, but this is the Bulldog Ramen that I was talking about. Whenever I see people eat this, they're always like, and I was like, why do they do that? Like, I know like it's customary in some cultures, like you slurp to let people know that your food is good. It's because this stuff is hot. It is so hot. And I'm somebody that loves spicy food. Give me a pepper, give me a jalapeno, give me anything. I love it. This is so hot. It's like sweet and spicy. I like it. I added some cheese to it, but girl, that's kind of good. Okay, so I want to talk about something. So I have a fear of like having things thrown for me. Like, I don't care if it's a birthday party or a bridal shower, a baby shower, anything like that. Like, I genuinely cannot stand it because like, I don't know, I guess what I'm really saying is that I have a fear of people not showing up for me. Like, when I was younger in elementary school, which I feel like elementary school was so, like, it was such an important developmental time for me, but I remember in elementary school, like, they would have different days, like your dad can come to school, or like grandparents week, and during grandparents week, like your grandparents would come and eat lunch with you every day of the week. And like for a really long time, my grandparents could never come because everybody in my family works. Like, nobody was like a stay-at-home mom or, you know, whatever. Like, everybody went out and you either went to school or you went to work, you know what I mean? So my grandparents for a really long time were never able to come, but I remember one year, I'm pretty sure I was in like the 2nd grade, my nanny came and she ate with me, and I remember she complained that the chicken was so dry, and she was like, oh my gosh, Jay, like, this is what they're feeding you at school, it's just so gross. Like, Nanny's gonna make sure she packs you a lunch every day because it's not good and blah blah blah. And she complained the whole time, but it was just so funny, like the way that she would go off on stuff is like the way that I go off about stuff, which just makes my heart all warm and fuzzy. I miss her so much. But anyway, that was just like really nice for me. And then like when we had the 5th grade oratorical, which I'm pretty sure I told y'all about that one, whenever we had that, like, she showed up and it made me feel so good. But as far as like birthday parties and stuff, I have never been a person like at any part of my life where, and this is not like a, I'm so around, but this is like, I have never had a lot of friends growing up. Like I've never had a huge group of true friends. Now when I was in high school, I did have a relatively big group of friends, but I would soon find out that those people were not my friends, seeing as though they turned on me in a second over something that was not even my fault. Like I told the truth about something, and I guess that was just unacceptable, but we'll get into that story another time. But I've never been somebody that had a really like big group of friends, so because of that, I never really had like birthday parties and stuff like that growing up, because it would just always be really embarrassing to like throw this birthday party, and like my mom took off work, and you know, she's spending like income that we don't really have to give me a birthday party and like give me this and give me that, just for like nobody to show up. Like, oh, that was just so guttural to me, and it just hurt really bad. And so that's why I feel like I never really have birthday parties, and that's another reason why I'm really happy that Justin and I decided to elope instead of doing like the whole big wedding thing, because having to have like bridal showers and stuff like that, and like people come to the house and like they bring you stuff, like I am just so against that, because I have a fear that nobody's gonna like me enough to show up. Like I can talk to people at work or at school or you know whatever, and like we're friends like in that specific location, but like whenever it's time to like go out and actually do something with me for me, I feel like they wouldn't show up. Now I am not talking about Hannah and Naya and Zarya and Kelly and like I'm not talking about those people. I'm not talking about the people that are like actually my friends, but I don't know, it's really hard to explain. I feel like if you get it, you get it, but it's really hard to explain. I just have a fear that people just won't show up for me in the way that I show up for them, because a lot of the times I feel like I give a lot more than what people give to me, and I don't want to ever give less just because people aren't giving the same as me. Like I still want to, you know, give people my whole heart. Now, does everybody deserve that from me? No, absolutely not. But it's a work in progress. Going to work tonight, Orange Theory was so freaking hard today. I know I kind of already talked to y'all about it a little bit, but Orange Theory was so freaking hard, and I did my best to just kind of like power through it. We did some sumo squats, and you were supposed to get like a relatively heavy dumbbell, and some people got like 30s, but apparently our studio just got the new 75-pound dumbbell, so I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and try. So I did the squats with the 75, and I felt really powerful. It wasn't that my legs couldn't do it, I was just having a hard time like gripping it with my fingers, because you have to hold it kind of like that. But other than that, I feel like it went really well, other than just class being hard. But yeah, let me see. Next week is pretty much going to be like graduation prep week, and then at the end, like in 2 weeks, y'all will see the graduation vlog, because y'all always get vlogs on Saturday and my graduation's on Saturday. But next week y'all are going to see my family, y'all are going to see painting. Oh my gosh, it's literally going to be so amazing. So I hope that y'all really enjoyed this week's vlog. I love just being able to talk to y'all and have like more of the get ready with me kind of thing going. But be kind to yourselves, be kind to others. I love you, and I'll see you next week for graduation stuff.